Today we're gonna be talking about everything relationships and entrepreneurship and whether it's good to be in one as a growing entrepreneur. So I'm here with my buddy Kings. Follow him on YouTube and Instagram, Kings Commentary.
Instagram specifically, I'm single by the way.
Whoa.
Just want to throw that in there. Maybe I'm trying to join his side one day.
You're trying to leverage that audience.
Especially the Los Angeles, California area.
No, but for real, so like, this is a real topic. I'm kind of nervous to make this video, to be completely honest. But I'm in a relationship, great relationship with my girlfriend Janelle. Kings is single, and we're just giving like different perspectives on like what it's like to, I guess, be a growing entrepreneur, and like, I guess the pros and cons really, because there's pros and cons. Okay, so. I hope my girlfriend doesn't see this video because, I mean, that's not bad, but like, we're just gonna be talking about everything about relationships. So stay tuned and just enjoy the conversation.
All right, damn. So does it suck or not to be in a relationship when you're growing? You tell me.
I love it. Like, I love being in a relationship right now I am. And the one thing that I will say is, if you are the kind of person that you want to kind of go all in and like spend every waking hour of your time trying to grow a business, it's not gonna be for you. Like, if you wanna be in a good relationship, like, you have to prioritize it some way. It doesn't have to be the top, but there's like seasons of like, you prioritize a relationship, and there's days of like, hey, like, work's more important right now. Like, you tell them, you're open with them. But like, for the people who are trying to like spend every waking moment, which I don't think there's a right or wrong. Like, people just, it's different approaches. But if that's the approach you need to take, you want to take, it's not for you. It's like, it's a commitment. It's a real-time commitment.
Absolutely.
So those are my general thoughts without getting too deep.
For sure, yeah. Like, I make all my jokes, and I'm single right now. May change.
I don't think I winked right.
Right? I've been in two-year relationships. Like, I've been in social media and business and entrepreneurship stuff while I had girlfriends when I was single. I've got a good amount of samples. Doing all that different stuff, and so
samples.
Yeah, I guess so. As I look at it, little sample. Yeah, well, maybe not like that. Not like that. Oh my God, Jess is wilding. But I know what it's like to be in a relationship and be growing, and then also not be in a relationship and be growing as well. Especially while you're young too. That's really a lot more of the focus too, because it could be kind of different when you're in your 30s and 40s, and I mean, that's also pretty young too still, but like, a lot of you guys, if you're older and you're married or everything, probably won't provide too much value. But I'm also making this video because this could actually help someone. Someone's either on the cusp of like, hey, should I do this, or trying to focus on dating or not, or focus on being single. But I can tell you this, how do I feel right now? There are pros and cons to being single, just like there's pros and cons to being in a relationship. See, he ain't talking about the cons yet.
Just pros.
Just the pros. He's like, girlfriend, don't be mad at me. But
we'll talk about
that. For sure. But like, I can definitely say like, being single last like year or two, oh man, it's been amazing. Especially being able to focus on myself and really truly like learn a lot about myself. Not that you can't do that in a relationship, but in the fashion that I've done it in during like the pandemic, and I didn't have to work. I couldn't have imagined with everything that was going on during the pandemic, how I would kind of work with somebody to, how we're gonna navigate the world almost coming to an end with my family, this, and your family, like and that, and how you feel about it, making sure everything aligns. It's already really challenging while you're trying to figure out, what are you doing for a career? Like at that time, trying to get in, remember when the pandemic happened? Yeah. You graduated in 2020? Wait, when did you graduate?
Wait, no, 2019.
Oh, you graduated in 2019?
2019, yeah.
Okay, I graduated in 2020.
Okay.
And it was like the worst job market at the time, like ever. You know what I'm saying? Like like the pandemic was going on because, and everybody was like firing everyone and whatnot. And so, as a young entrepreneur or just a young person starting a career, it's a lot to also add on, like, taking care of somebody and whatnot, and trying to make sure that everything aligns. So I was able to use that to my advantage, and I was able to double down. I had my own time, my own kind of schedule. It was easier to kind of, to work on like solid and sustainable relationships with other people in my life as well. A lot of those people who play those kind of foundational roles, and like building support systems and stuff like that. It was all things that I'd done. I was able to budget very nicely, very, very appropriately. Yeah, when I was in relationships, oh man, just the reality of it is you just end up spending a lot more money. Yeah, you probably can find somebody who aligns with you as far as values and investing and saving. And I see those stories like from here to there. I actually do see people say like, oh, you know, they'll be together and then they'll strategize and they actually like focus on spending a lot like less money.
They're frugal together.
Yeah.
Game plan.
That's hot and that's cool. You know, those like ride or dies out there and whatnot, and I admire that. My situation, I can't find those women.
That's real. That's funny.
Like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I haven't come across a woman that said like, hey. I'm
hey,
not.
Like, you don't have to buy me.
I have not come across a video that to say, yo, don't buy me this. Don't like, or actually, no, they will say that, but
yeah, they don't. I don't know if they.
I don't know if they ever mean it.
No one.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of those things. So it gets tough, and even if they tell you no, you still want to be like, no, I care about you. I want to do this. I want to do that. But then some of the cons too of also like, you know, of being single, lonely, and depressed all the time. No, I'm playing, right?
Right.
Right. Or am I playing? You know, Kings of NKO DM me. Anyways, but some of the cons is like, all right, you know, you don't always have that like that constant support system like right there. I mean, you can maybe leverage friends, leverage like business.
Right.
You can leverage your assets and your friends, how so? But it's always great to have that one person that kind of knows everything about what you're going through, someone to talk to, someone to express all those feelings to. Sometimes it's just like it's nice to vent. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's also like a really great way to almost like self-reflect too. Yeah. That's something I remember. You know, back before I was lonely and depressed. I'm fine, by the way. Or am I? If you want to check.
I don't know. It came up twice.
It did come up maybe 3 times at this point. Are you getting the hints? Have you DM'd me yet? No. Yeah, I remember like, you know, in my times of being in a relationship. Now I do a lot of like journaling and self-reflecting, but I actually remember spending a lot of that time and speaking to those people who I was with and saying like, hey, like this is what I'm like thinking. This is what I'm going through. This is what happened. They can, you know your core values at your heart, your principles, and they know probably what's kind of best for you, at least on your principle side and like on your value side, and can kind of help, you know, recenter you to what's kind of most important.
Right.
That was one thing about.
No, that's huge. No, the thing I'll say about I'll get into some of the cons. The honest cons. Like,
okay.
The first like disclosure, I love my girlfriend so much. Like, so much. I love you, babe.
I haven't met you, but yeah, you seem that cool, and behind the scenes says a lot of great and amazing things about you. So. There you go.
Cool. But there we go. Hide that part.
You know, but yeah, got you, bro. Got you.
No, but like, so no matter how independent the other person may be,
I'm actually kind of jealous of you guys' little relationship. Yeah.
Oh well, there's pros and cons. Yeah, like so with any relationship, no matter how independent someone is, because there's some independent girls. Like, girlfriend's generally independent. Like she does her own thing, has her own life. That's what I like.
That's awesome.
But at the same time, like, no matter how independent someone is, there's always gonna be like, you always have to be there and be concerned for her feelings.
Yeah.
And like when she's down, she might the venting and listening. Like it's time.
Yeah.
It's time and effort and energy, because you have to like not only learn to listen, but like listen without giving advice that's unwanted and unwarranted.
Yeah.
It's just like listening. Oh, like no, I'm so sorry to hear it. Like that stuff. Like I remember when I was single, there was never a worry about anyone. I was just like, no, it's all me. It's fully selfish and it's fun. Like it's you're fully yourself.
I don't have to really deal with any kind of interruptions or anything.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's no worry about like, oh, like she was sad today. Like I could really check on her and like maybe let's see what I can give her like today. Like be nice to her. Just because like that's life. Like everyone has bad days. It's normal.
Yeah.
But when you're single, like there's no concern for another person. There's the pro and con. Like no matter how independent or anyone is, but that's like one of the cons I would say. It's like it's a real commitment, whether it's like time and like your energy and effort and thoughts.
Like earlier today, I actually could have used someone to talk to. I was kind of depressed because he was running away from basketball from me this morning. You see, and I wanted someone to vent to, but no, this guy was busy running away from the hoops, running away from the challenge.
I was doing this guy a favor. I didn't want his ankles to break.
Oh,
right?
like, yeah, all right.
Dude, like I care about you, man. Like your ankles.
Gee, thanks, buddy. Thank you so much. You know, but that's a good point. Like I want to be in a relationship. Everybody, you want to find your
person,
thing, right? At the same time, I'm having mad fun with myself, loving myself. You know, not being lonely and depressed. All right, Kings at AKO. No, but right. But I can definitely appreciate like the freedom I have right now. Like if I didn't get to do something I wanted to do that day, like I can really like just blame myself. And in a relationship, you can still set like boundaries and expectations and everything. So in ways you can still find many ways to. It is kind of your fault at the end of the day too if you didn't get anything.
It's actually like 100% like business.
Yeah.
It's like
it is just like business.
If someone gets upset, the other person gets upset. It's like you set the wrong expectation some way somehow, and it's like, oh, like if I said this at the beginning of like, hey, I'll be doing this exactly from this time. Like, I won't be able to answer calls and this right now. Like, and she calls and you don't answer, like you set the expectation. Like, stuff like that, like little things. Like, that's with everything.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, like, you sacrifice kind of your time there and stuff like that, because you're sacrificing what you want now for what you want most. And in a relationship like that, the end goal is to grow as much as you can together and see where it takes you. And a lot of times it's worth that sacrifice, you know?
Right.
So when that person comes to you and they're dealing with this and whatever it is, a lot of times we're happy to come and listen. You know, when you're in a relationship, you're usually happy to go ahead and do that. Sometimes you sacrifice and it's annoying, but at the end of the day, it's something you're doing for the betterment of the both of you guys in the long run.
Right. The one thing I'll say too, man, it's like, I don't know if I'll get hate for this, but whatever.
Only one way to find out.
I'll put my real hat on.
There you go.
Like, with relationships, especially as a growing entrepreneur, like, things change very fast as an entrepreneur. Like, you could be like legit like YouTube famous, TikTok, but you could be famous fast and like you can make a lot of money fast. You can be moving, you just moved across the country.
Yeah.
Like, things happen like that, and being in a relationship or choosing to be in one, it's like, it's honestly one of the highest risk and reward things, I would say. Because like, you choose to be in one, you know you're gonna be spending a lot more money than you normally would, a lot more time, energy, and effort. A lot more stress. There's fights. Of course there's fights. There's like little things that add up over time if they're not talked about.
Yeah.
And so like, these things add up over time, and like, you invest in someone, like the time, energy, and effort, money, and it's like the possibility of them like of ending because of like, you're changing it this way, they're changing a different way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just being young in general, but entrepreneurs specifically, things can change. Like, imagine you get an opportunity, you just went to LA, like you were in a relationship with someone maybe on the East Coast. Imagine if that was the case, and you made the move, like it's better for me. Like, that's a high risk reward. Like, if you're in a relationship with them for a year, it's like, well, what now?
Absolutely.
So,
and those are things, I mean, and to be very honest, like, before I moved out here to, right now we're in Las Vegas. I just moved to LA 2 months ago. But before that, I had literally, there was a situation where I could have put myself maybe in a relationship or whatever, but I knew that in the back of my head, I was thinking like, hey, like, I think I don't know if I want to be in Boston for the next couple of years, and I don't know if it's a smart thing to move over there. And then now, I like some girl a lot, and then I'm telling her like, hey, like, you gotta pick Boston or me or whatever, and I don't know if we align there. All these things and all these complications, so it's risky, like. And I thought about it, but I'm happy I made that move and whatnot. I was just able to be like, hey, like, like to not get into anything too serious or too committed, so I can go and make sure that I'm pursuing what I want most, and then like taking on all the blessings that come in after that and seeing where, like, I guess what I do after and pivoting that way. But yeah, like, but I like how you put that high risk, high reward, because at the end of the day though, I don't know if there's anything better in life than that kind of Disney kind of like that fairy tale kind of love. I mean, really talk about it. I mean, that's like
it's fun to be in love,
Yeah, it's not. It is. No, it really is. And like, imagine you make it all the way through, and I mean, it's all, you gotta take it day by day and whatever, but like at the end of the day, everybody wants the Cinderella story, like, or maybe not, Cinderella, maybe not like but like, but everybody wants, like, that's like the end goal, that you wanna find somebody, somebody in the end that you could share your life with, share experiences with, and whatnot. And so like, that is probably worth a lot more than money. It's worth a lot more than like your friendships with other people sometimes, A lot of other things that you may prioritize. Is it more important than your health and fitness? I don't know. I don't know. Some people say, I would die for you, I don't know. However you put it, could be more important.
You just don't know what happens in those situations.
Yeah.
If someone's at gunpoint, you're like, what would you do? Like you or her.
Yeah, man. So like.
I would die for mine.
Would you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no one knows until if you're really in the moment, but like, let's say someone was held at gunpoint, like me or her. Like, no, I think I'd be willing to. I'm pretty sure.
Better man than me.
You just don't know. I don't know how you'd actually react, but like, I'm thinking, I'm trying to walk through. I'm like, I think that's the exact thing I would do, try to protect.
Yeah, you say that because you're in a relationship right now?
Oh, no, I'm video, what? Whoa,
no.
We're recording?
No, well, no, that's great. I really admire that. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really, I don't know. Saying I can't really relate.
Yeah.
Dude, wow. I think I did think about that when I was in my last relationship. I was like, say if it was that situation, I do think I probably would instinctively.
It's like instinctive,
I probably would. Like I know for sure I mean, I don't even have kids,
Yeah.
but I know for sure I would run in front of the bullet
Yeah.
like before my kids. I know that for sure.
And you know how I know this?
so it's probably
why
like-
I'm saying this is
Yeah.
like so I have a little baby niece, super close with her, it's like 18 months, and I guarantee you if that was the same situation, like it's the same kind, it's a different kind of love, obviously,
Yeah,
but it's like
yeah.
I know I would jump like in front of a bullet or something. Another thing I wanted to ask you though is like I guess what are the things that you care about in a relationship or don't like absolutely don't care about for being an entrepreneur specifically?
Oh, that's
Like what things matter to you?
Oh man, that's another
Yeah.
video too. But
That could be another
answer it.
video, yeah.
Wow. I mean, wow. Especially as an entrepreneur, one, I want somebody who's gonna be there for me through all the ups and downs because it's not a sedentary lifestyle by any means, or even from a business perspective. It's not like a calm, like, oh, I just get like a little promotion every year or whatever, and it's calm, consistent. It'll be filled with ups and downs. Really, I have a great feeling it's gonna be filled with just a lot of ups. I mean, you know, but there will be downs as well.
Right.
Just as there is in a relationship, but especially as an entrepreneur, you know, you talk about like money and stuff is a real thing in relationships. It's like the number one reason for divorces and whatever. So like being able to go into that with that expectation of like, you know, maybe one day we're rich, one day we're broke, and then maybe one day we're really, really rich, and then maybe we're just rich. Like, and for a lot of people, that could be like, there's a lot of people out there who will go from really, really rich to just rich and be ready to commit suicide, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, so hopefully understanding that, like being on the same page as of why we're trying to get a lot of money,
Right.
you know, and understanding that and making sure that like having the values of being able to sacrifice or delayed gratification, like so a woman that practices delayed gratification would be pretty nice.
That is crazy, yeah.
That is nice. I don't know if those exist. All right, I'm kidding.
Well, mine's almost getting ready to read Atomic Habits, so like we're going there.
There you go, man.
She wanted to read it too. I was like, oh.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. Maybe important in the beginning, but at the end of the day, though, one of the reasons why I like work so hard is because I want to be able to spoil everybody around me.
Right.
And I want to be able to have a girlfriend that says like, yo, I want this, this, and this. I'm like, all right, yo, whatever you want, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna 2x it too, and I'm gonna make it even bigger.
Right.
And I would hope that she would accept that with gratitude and grace, and not do what I've actually see a lot of entrepreneurs and their wives do. Like, they'll continue to want more and more and more. Like, I don't know if you remember at the Ryan Pineda Mastermind, when I asked him, it's like, hey, like, what keeps you going? What keeps you wanting more and more and striving for more? And he's frozen. He's like, honestly, like, it's the wife. Like, the wife wants more. And everyone laughed. But dude,
It's like dead serious.
He looked pretty serious to me.
Yeah.
Do I want that? No. Nope. I do not want to be working so much because my wife wants like more. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that is real, man. It's like, actually, I didn't think about it until you said it, but like one thing I do care a lot about is the gratitude. To be appreciative of anything, like no matter, hey, we're trying to save money right now. Like this is a time, like or whatever. It's like appreciate like the small, thoughtful gifts to the non-monetary, even monetary gifts. Like appreciate all that, because that is huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, so being around somebody who practices gratitude.
Yeah.
Especially if they actively practice it, you know? Like that would be like that they're journaling every day talking about like, oh, I'm so grateful for this and this and this and this. Yeah, that's pretty attractive to me at this point, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be around people who are grateful for a lot of things. You know?
Right. No, so the biggest thing for me in a relationship that I look for, and I've had good conversations with my girlfriend about this. It's like the willingness and like ability and want to like grow, and it could be in any aspect. It doesn't have to be money. Like she doesn't have to be into the same stuff as me. Like that'd be kind of weird if it was. Like
yeah,
I mean a little weird actually.
Yeah, it would be weird.
But like for her, like if she's trying to do good at this one thing, like nursing or whatever, like she can go all in and grow at that. Like if she's trying to get good at being a mom, like eventually like can go and learn that. Like because like the thing is, as entrepreneurs, especially if you're really trying to learn and grow yourself, like you're on this path like of going up and up and up and up
the whole time.
And the one thing that I would not be okay with is like for me to go up and up and up, and someone to be just like, I guess it's like wanting to like learn. Not so much, yeah, it's kind of like I like learners.
Yeah, dude.
Like, and I want to be around that. So like it's a growth, but again, it doesn't have to be my kind of stuff and growth and money. It's like just like wanting to be better, like having interest in like things that she would love doing herself. Like
absolutely.
That's something that means a lot to me. I want to grow together. And like when you really say grow together, it's like it doesn't mean you just get old together. It just means like you actually grow. And like, actually I love when someone challenges me, like but in a nice way. Like when, like I love that. Like if I say something and it sounds like out of pocket to someone else, and this is what she does to me, which I like, and she's like, well, like, why do you think that? Or like, he kind of, that kind of,
absolutely.
it's like a nice challenge, like, oh, like, I really should rethink that. Like,
That's
let me
right.
think about that. So, yeah, those are just a couple things that I guess mean a lot to me in a relationship.
Absolutely.
I don't want
Yeah.
someone to argue with me all the time, but like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
There you have it. That's our real thoughts on relationships and entrepreneurship and like what it's like, pros, cons, all that stuff, without getting too risky and too deep into it. So make sure you again follow Kings on YouTube and Instagram. Links are in the description below.
Yes, sir.
And also, I know we just talked about relationships, but if you want help to grow your real estate business, because that's what this channels are mainly about, whether you're brand new, you already got deals on your belt, whatever it is, go to the link in the description below and fill out the application. Someone from the team is going to reach out to you. Peace.